Imagine this. You wake up in the middle of the night, your heart pounding, your skin slick with cold sweat. The room is dark, but you feel it. Something is wrong. Not just wrong in the way a nightmare leaves you unsettled, but wrong in a way that feels existential, as if the very fabric of your reality has shifted. You sit up, clutching the sheets, and notice a book on your nightstand. A book you don't remember placing there. Its title glows faintly in the moonlight, The Path to Perfection. You open it, and the pages are filled with affirmations, productivity hacks, and step-by-step guides to becoming your best self. But as you read, the words begin to twist. The sentences rearrange themselves into something darker, more insidious. You are not enough, the book whispers. You will never be enough. You try to close it, but the pages keep turning on their own, faster and faster, until the words blur into a single, deafening command. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. Fix yourself. And then you hear it. A faint, rhythmic tapping. It's coming from inside your mind. A voice not your own begins to speak. It tells you that everything you've ever done to improve yourself, the diets, the workouts, the meditation apps, the self-help books, has been a lie, a trap, a way to keep you running in circles, chasing a version of yourself that doesn't exist. You try to scream, but no sound comes out. The room grows colder, the shadows deeper. The book falls to the floor, and as it hits the ground, the tapping stops. Silence, but the voice remains. Why do you think you need to be fixed? It asks. Who told you that you were broken? And then, the most terrifying question of all. What? If the self-improvement industry isn't here to help you, but to control you? The room fades to black, and you're left alone with the question, echoing in the void of your mind. What if everything you've been told about self-improvement is a lie? What if the very thing you thought would save you is the thing that's keeping you trapped? And what if you're not the only one who's noticed? The voice lingers, its questions clawing at the edges of your sanity. You try to shake it off, to tell yourself it was just a dream, but the unease remains, because deep down, you know the truth. The self-improvement industry is not what it seems. Carl Jung once wrote about the shadow, the part of ourselves we refuse to acknowledge, the dark, repressed aspects of our psyche. He warned that ignoring the shadow only gives it power, allowing it to control us from the shadows. But what if the self-help industry isn't helping you confront your shadow? What if it's feeding it? Think about it. Every time you read a book, promising 10 steps to a new you, every time you buy a course claiming to unlock your full potential, you're not fixing yourself. You're reinforcing the belief that you're broken, that you're not enough, that you need to be fixed. Friedrich Nietzsche saw this coming. He warned of the dangers of resentment, a deep-seated resentment that arises when we feel powerless. The self-improvement industry thrives on this. It preys on your insecurities, your fears, your longing for validation. It tells you that happiness is just one more book, one more seminar, one more life hack away. But it's a lie, a never-ending cycle of consumption and self-loathing. Arthur Schopenhauer called it the pendulum of desire. You swing between the pain of wanting and the boredom of having. You achieve one goal, only to find another waiting. You lose weight, but now you need to build muscle. You get a promotion, but now you need a better job. The cycle never ends. And then there's the darker truth. The self-improvement industry doesn't want you to improve. It wants you to stay addicted, to keep buying, keep striving, keep feeling inadequate. Because if you ever truly healed, if you ever truly accepted yourself, you wouldn't need it anymore. But why? Why would anyone want to keep you trapped in this cycle? The answer lies in the nature of control. Jean-Paul Sartre once said, "Hell is other people, but perhaps hell is also the systems we create to control each other." The self-improvement industry is a machine designed to keep you running on a treadmill of endless consumption. It's not about helping you. It's about keeping you docile, distracted, and dependent. And the most terrifying part? You volunteered for this. You bought the books, signed up for the courses, followed the gurus. You handed over your power, your money, your time. But what if you could take it back? What if you could break free from the cycle? The voice in your mind whispers again, louder this time. What if the first step to true self-improvement is to stop trying to improve yourself? The room grows darker, the shadows shift, and somewhere, deep in the recesses of your mind, you feel it. The first stirrings of a truth so horrifying, so liberating, that it threatens to shatter everything you thought you knew. The truth begins to take shape, like a monster emerging from the depths of your subconscious. You try to push it away, to retreat into the comfort of ignorance, but it's too late. The veil has been lifted, and what you see is horrifying. The self-improvement industry isn't just a harmless collection of books and seminars. It's a system, a vast, interconnected web of influencers, corporations, and ideologies designed to exploit your deepest fears. It thrives on your insecurities, your desire for validation, your fear of failure, and it's been doing this for decades. Consider the rise of the wellness industry. What began as a movement to promote health and mindfulness has become a $4.5 trillion global market. But behind the kale smoothies and yoga retreats lies a darker reality. The wellness industry doesn't just sell products, it sells an identity. It tells you that you're not healthy enough, not mindful enough, not enough, and it offers you a solution for a price. But the cost isn't just financial, it's psychological. Every time you buy into the idea that you need to be fixed, you reinforce the belief that you're broken. You internalize the message that your worth is tied to your productivity, your appearance, your ability to conform to an impossible standard. And the consequences are devastating. Studies show that the pressure to constantly improve ourselves is leading to record levels of anxiety, depression, and burnout. We're working longer hours, sacrificing our relationships, and neglecting our mental health, all in the pursuit of an idealized version of ourselves that doesn't exist. But why? Why do we keep falling for this? The answer lies in our cognitive biases. We're wired to seek patterns, to look for simple solutions to complex problems. The self-improvement industry exploits this by offering us easy answers, quick fixes, life hacks, and step-by-step guides. But these solutions are illusions. They promise transformation without effort, success without struggle, happiness without pain, and we believe them because we want to. Because the alternative, facing the messy, complicated reality of our lives, is too terrifying. But the real horror isn't the lies we're told. It's the lies we tell ourselves. We tell ourselves that if we just work harder, if we just buy the right product, if we just follow the right guru, we'll finally be happy. But deep down, we know it's not true. We know that no amount of self-improvement can fill the void inside us, and yet we keep trying. Because the alternative, accepting ourselves as we are, flaws and all, is too terrifying. But what if the void isn't something to be filled? What if it's something to be embraced? The voice in your mind grows louder, more insistent. What if the only way to truly improve yourself is to stop trying to improve yourself? The room grows colder, the shadows deepen, and somewhere, deep in the recesses of your mind, you feel it. The first stirrings of a truth so horrifying, so liberating, that it threatens to shatter everything you thought you knew. The truth is no longer a whisper, it's a roar, echoing through the corridors of your mind, shattering the illusions you've clung to for so long. You feel it in your bones, a seismic shift, a breaking point. The self-improvement industry isn't your savior, it's your jailer. But how do you break free? The answer lies in a paradox. To truly improve yourself, you must first stop trying to improve yourself. This isn't a call to abandon growth or self-awareness. It's a call to reject the toxic, never-ending cycle of self-optimization that has been sold to you as the path to happiness. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, understood this deeply. In his seminal work, Man's Search for Meaning, he argued that the primary human drive is not pleasure or power, but meaning. When we focus on external validation, on becoming richer, thinner, more successful, we lose sight of what truly matters. We become hollow, chasing goals that can never fulfill us. Frankl's insight is a lifeline in the sea of self-help noise. Instead of asking, "How can I fix myself?" ask, "What gives my life meaning?" Instead of striving for an idealized version of yourself, strive to connect with the person you already are. This is where the real work begins. It's not easy. It requires courage, the courage to face your shadow, to embrace your imperfections, to let go of the need for external validation. It requires you to question everything you've been told about success, happiness, and self-worth. But it's also liberating. When you stop trying to fix yourself, you give yourself permission to be human, to fail, to feel, to exist. Aldous Huxley, in Brave New World, warned of a society obsessed with comfort and conformity, where individuality is sacrificed for the sake of stability. The self-improvement industry is a modern-day version of this dystopia. It promises stability, but at the cost of your authenticity. Breaking free means reclaiming your individuality. It means rejecting the one-size-fits-all solutions and embracing the messy, unpredictable journey of self-discovery. It means finding your own path, even if it leads you into the unknown. But be warned, the journey is not for the faint of heart. It will force you to confront your deepest fears, your darkest desires, your most painful truths. It will strip away the masks you've worn for so long, leaving you raw and vulnerable. And yet, it's the only way to truly live. The voice in your mind is no longer a whisper, it's a command. Stop running, stop hiding, stop trying to be someone you're not. The only way out is through. The room grows darker, the shadows shift, and somewhere deep in the recesses of your mind you feel it, the first stirrings of a truth so horrifying, so liberating that it threatens to shatter everything you thought you knew. The truth is no longer a distant echo. It's here, inescapable, undeniable. It wraps around you like a cold, suffocating fog, forcing you to confront the most horrifying realization of all. The self-improvement industry isn't just a trap, it's a mirror. It reflects back to you the darkest aspects of human nature, our insatiable desire for control, our fear of mortality, our desperate need to believe that we can transcend our flaws. But in doing so, it distorts the reflection. It tells you that your flaws are failures, that your humanity is a problem to be solved, and the most chilling part, you believed it. You believed it because it's easier to chase an impossible ideal than to face the messy, imperfect reality of your existence. It's easier to buy into the lie that you can be fixed than to accept that you were never broken to begin with. But the truth is this: you are not a project. You are not a problem to be solved. You are a human being, flawed, fragile, and infinitely complex. And that's okay. Jean-Paul Sartre once said, "Man is condemned to be free." What he meant is that we are burdened with the responsibility of creating our own meaning in a meaningless world. The self-improvement industry offers an escape from this burden. A set of rules, a roadmap, a promise that if you just follow the steps, you'll find happiness. But it's a lie. Happiness isn't something you can achieve. It's something you create. It's found in the moments of connection, of creativity, of authenticity. It's found in the messy, imperfect, beautiful reality of being alive. And yet we keep chasing the lie. We keep buying the books, signing, up for the courses, following the gurus. We keep handing over our power, our money, our time. Why? Because the truth is terrifying. It forces us to confront the uncertainty of existence, the inevitability of death, the fragility of our own humanity. It forces us to accept that we are not in control, that we never were. But it also sets us free. When you stop trying to fix yourself, you give yourself permission to live, to feel, to be. You give yourself permission to embrace the chaos, the uncertainty, the beauty of existence. And that's the ultimate truth. The only way to truly improve yourself is to stop trying to improve yourself. The room grows darker, the shadows shift, and somewhere deep in the recesses of your mind you feel it. The first stirrings of a truth so horrifying, so liberating, that it threatens to shatter everything you thought you knew. The voice in your mind is no longer a whisper. It's a roar. You are not broken, you never were. The only thing you need to fix is the belief that you need to be fixed. The room fades to black. The voice fades to silence. And you are left alone with the truth. It's terrifying. It's liberating. It's yours.